Hey there, students. This is just a quick video to fill in a gap in my coverage of colonial America. There are a lot of students in your summer assignments. You're looking at my graphic organizer with the Spanish, French, Dutch, and English colonists. And I've done several videos on the English colonies, the 13 colonies, even focusing on certain aspects of life in those colonies. But it's come to my attention that I never made a video about the English colonization of North America that specifically addressed the graphic organizer. So for those of you who have looked at my videos on the Spanish, the French, the Dutch, and you're trying to finish the graphic organizer, this one's for you before going on, of course, to watch my other videos on the 13 English colonies. And let's go ahead and take a look at English colonization of the Americas. Now, as far as the regions colonized, would be the Atlantic coast and Canada. The religion being Protestant. The interested parties being settlers and religious dissidents. Now, settlers, we've only really seen that so far from the Dutch, but the English took this to a whole new level. They were the last to create colonies in North America, but once they did, people came in droves after Jamestown and Plymouth were settled, that you had all of these people that they weren't just coming over there like some Frenchman who wants to go live over there for a little while and rotate back to France. They want to settle there. They want to make a permanent life. England was not that great of a place to be in the early 17th century, so there were people that were leaving for those reasons. A lot of them going there to farm, some to go to prospect for gold right at first before they realized that wasn't going to work out. Now, number two is very important as well because you're looking at religious dissidents. We're not looking at, like with the French and the Spanish, where a lot of these settlers were priests seeking to evangelize. A lot of these people are religious dissidents, people whose religion it was not popular in England, so they are escaping, and they're really not leaving so much to evangelize the natives. They're leaving so that they can practice their religious beliefs that had been banned in England. So we've got this combination of people, these people who are looking to settle and grow crops and make money, and these other people who are looking to escape religious persecution. The primary economic activities are agriculture and trade, and this is something that sets the English apart because of the massive cultivation of cash crops, especially in the southern colonies, and then trade, that the New England colonies are focusing on shipping and getting these cash crops to market. And then, of course, the middle colonies are kind of feeding everybody with the staple crops. So this is different, that they're not here necessarily to just trap furs. They're not there just to come in there and set up a trading post and go. They're not trying to necessarily subjugate the natives and put them to work. They just want to grow stuff on farms and sell it. Their settlements, in a lot of cases, are towns, farms, plantations, even cities that we're going to see from the English. Not just maybe one or two cities, like you had New Amsterdam with the Dutch and Montreal and Quebec, or whatever. These English settlements were on a larger scale than anything else that we've seen. And the number of colonists, many. Whereas the French and the Spanish sent few colonists. The Dutch sent some colonists. There were some settlers that the Dutch sent, but the English sent more. They came in droves, and that's very important. Now, also, since they came in droves, and a lot of them were religious dissenters, they weren't really as focused on evangelism. Now, were there some English ministers who wanted to evangelize the Indians? Sure. But there was not an organized program of state-sponsored evangelism like you saw with the French and with the Spanish. That really, when it comes down to it, when it comes to the Indians, when we think about General Patton, lead me, follow me, get out of my way, the English, they want the Indians out of their way, that they are coming with large groups of settlers, they are starting towns and cities, they are farming, which they need land to do that, and what they want more than anything is that the Indians will get out of the way. And with that, you can kind of see the whole dynamic of English colonization. So hopefully that helped you complete your graphic organizer, and you will go on to watch my other videos on colonial America where I go into much more depth into particular colonies and situations in the 13 English colonies. It's always a pleasure.